As soon as you're done with this video, you can find the best price on the web on the Gibson ES335 at the backdoor best price hotlink. It's just below the video in the description right there. Hey everyone, today I've got an overview of the Gibson ES335. It's a great guitar and it's been around a long time and people have a lot of good things to say about it. There's been a lot of players that have really taken this thing and played it for decades. Chuck Berry played one, B.B. King played one, tons of other dudes. I know Eric Johnson, I've seen him with one, tons of other dudes. And there's four particular models. There's a vintage sunburst and a cherry, and these are in a normal kind of a finish, but then there's also a satin finish. So there's a plain there's a black one and a cherry, but these are in the like a satin finish. It's a different finish, but mostly they're the same, but the satin ones are not as well appointed as these here, as the one in the full finish. So, you know, this says countless musicians, like I said. That's a beauty. That's a classic look. And that gets a lot of its cues from acoustic guitars. But it's interesting it has a double cutaway. That's a cool design. Now, this is one important and quite obvious feature of this is the semi-hollow body. So in there, lots of braces, lots of things holding it up, but there's no like, it's not like full of wood like Les Paul or something like that. Let's see, there's really nice hardware everywhere. The pickups, which pickups does it use? 57 Classics. Those are really nice. Those are really, they're not like incredibly high output like Seymour Duncan JB or something, but they sound great. They're really good reviews on those pickups. Lots of famous players. Nitro finish. And let's see. So I've got a bunch of reviews over here. Let's check them out. First of all, this is at harmonycentral.com, by the way. This guy says, played beautifully, felt very sorted and well put together. They all sounded sensational. It's really hard to fault it on sound. This guy said it had its own sound. Talk about a warm sound. It just sings. You can even go straight into an amp with nothing else added. This guy said it felt so good that I ended up still playing his Gibson 335 on the gig, even though my guitar arrived on time for me to use it on the gig. The 335 responds well with some tweaking on volumes between 5 and 10 and trebles between 6 and 10. Now sometimes that's not true, and part of that I would attribute to the pickups because those 57 Classics are really good. He says, it sounds like a dream, fits like a glove. And then this guy says, I give it a 10 because it's exactly what I wanted. So this has a really warm tone. It's generally speaking, you know, jazz, blues related. There aren't a whole lot of dudes playing metal for this. He says this says perfect tones for jazz and blues. And it's got great sustain. So, I mean, everybody had good things to say about it. I'd say if you're on the fence with this one, I'd say pull the trigger and go for it. Because as you've seen, people really love this thing. And people have been playing it like B.B. King for, I don't know, how long has he been playing? Has he been playing for... He might have been playing for over 50 years now. And a lot of the time he's played on ES335. And I might be wrong, he might be playing for more than that. And like I said before, there's a link below which will point you right to the best price on this thing. It's got the, you've seen the review now, you know what everyone else has to say, so I'd recommend buying it now, getting it over with, and spending the rest of the night goofing off. You're not going to find a better price on the web than the one at that link below. So it's backed up by the backdoor best price hotlink engine. So I say go there now.